This is a very short demonstration for Debenhams about ProgrammExpress, a web-based portfolio program and project reporting solution, where our aim is to automate project reporting and replace labour-intensive processes with a quick-to-implement, simple and intuitive, cost-effective solution that really is an alternative to an enterprise PPM solution. So we're going to use a demo site. You'll see that we've applied the Debenhams logo and colour palette, as you will see. We will log on as an administrator of ProgrammExpress. You can either be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. As we log on to our home screen, again, you'll see the corporate colour palette and brand identity for Debenhams. And as an administrator, it takes us into our home page where we can open up our portfolios, programs and projects, purely demo data and demo structure. Each client has their own. From this screen, we can see and do most things. We can see the health of the projects, broken down by their modules and the red, amber, green status, shown here as icons, but probably better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, cost, benefits, impacts, risks, and logs. So we can drill down and have a look at the project information, or we can run reports that we've personally set up in My Reports, or reports that have been shared with us by the central projects team. Or we could run, more specifically, our own other reports and save them into these My Reports or shared reports. Now, ProgrammExpress is very much about simple data input, powerful program and portfolio reporting output. From a user perspective, this is probably a bit busy. There's too many projects and too many modules. And if I show you an example of a user that has been set up with access to a limited amount of projects and limited amount of modules because that's what they're requested to do, we'll log on to the same home screen. But from here, what you'll see is that we only have access to 3 projects to update. We could change to the view to read if we wanted to, what projects we have read access to. And it shows us the modules that we are expected to edit. And in this case, it would be commentary, plan, costs, and risks. And lots of different user roles could have completely different modules and different projects to edit. So from the user experience, they'll select the project, click on the commentary, look what they said last time, make an update, go to the plan screen, have a look at the latest plan, see if it needs amending, go to the costs, see if the forecast needs to be amended, change it if you need to, and go to the risks. Have a look at what your latest risk register looks like and see if you need to amend it. When you've done that, back to the home screen, Project Manager will probably want to have a look at what their data update looks like in terms of a report. So in this case, we'll run a project report, a one-page summary. And this is like a plan on a page that drops nicely into PowerPoint. And you'll see here all the project information on one page, RAG, timeline, financials, and the commentary flows that we've configured for this report. So very simple data update from a project manager perspective. If I log back on as the administrator back into the screen we were in before, back into the home screen, the administrator or the central projects team with administrator access, they know that the data has been updated. They can start to interrogate the data. They're probably drawn to the reds, and we could filter out the green, we could filter out the red. We can see where the problem areas are. Let's take an example of Project 1C. Let's have a look within costs. Why is that red? Oh yes, I can see the forecast is now 800,000 against a planned of 600, out of tolerance and therefore a red status. Back to the home screen, and what we'll probably want to do is start running reports, and this is the power of ProgrammExpress, the consolidated and aggregated reporting up to program and portfolio level. Let's look at a portfolio report, which means that it pulls every single report under, or every single project under our programs and portfolios. In this example, let's go to shared reports and let's have a look at the RAG status summary, which is a bit like the Excel that consolidated Excel that people are manually pulling together as a result of all the word highlight reports they've been updating, but this is automatic now. We can see the project information or the project updates for the columns that we've configured, and there are many different ways we can configure this report. Here's just an example. Or we may want to run the Gantt chart view. Again, at the top level, can run it at any level, but it will show you the Gantt chart view for every project sitting within the portfolio. And we use the red, amber, green for our task bars. Red meaning missed a key date, and amber meaning forecasting to be later than expected. Same data, we could have a look at a different view in terms of a milestone summary. So here, more of a timeline, row per project, showing the key milestones, the health of them, expected delivery date. Or one more maybe, resource usage summary. Again, we're no need for an independent Excel resource forecasting. Resources are aligned to the plans within ProgrammExpress, and automatically it will show us the resources. It will show us what projects they're working on, number of days in a period, aggregated up to the top level, and then showing where there are offending or hotspots over allocation of resources. So just a few examples of showing you a project report and 3 portfolio program style reports. That's just a very quick view. In terms of having seen the short video, and if you do have a requirement, I'd like to get in touch. Here are the contact details. Potential call to actions would be to arrange another webinar with fuller functionality, a face-to-face meeting, or maybe a phone call and a discussion about costings, and go straight to planning a pilot implementation. But thank you very much for watching.